Two.
Hey guys, it's Alyssa Bonfiglio, and we're going to be going over Chapter 24, Pathogenic DNA Viruses. DNA viruses are grouped in 7 families based on several factors: the type of DNA they have, single-stranded or double-stranded DNA, hepatomegaly with both single-stranded or double-stranded DNA, the presence or absence of an envelope, the size, and the host cells they attack. Poxvirus are double-stranded DNA with complex capsids and envelopes. They are the second largest of viruses. Their large size makes them potential vectors for introduction of genetic material in vaccines and gene therapy. It infects mammals such as mice, camels, elephants, cattle, and monkeys. Animal poxviruses are species-specific, which means they're unable to infect humans because they cannot attach to human cells. A few poxviruses of monkeys, sheep, goats, and cattle can affect some humans because these people have surface proteins similar to proteins of those animals. Poxviruses produce lesions that produce through stages. And these are the complex capsids and envelopes. This is the capsid and this is the envelope of the poxvirus. And these are the stages of lesions. The macule is red and flat. The papule becomes a raised sore. The vesicle is filled with a clear liquid. The pustule is filled with pus, and that dries up into a crust. And because it penetrates the dermis, it forms a scar. Smallpox is in the genus Orthopoxvirus, commonly known as variola. It exists in 2 forms: major, which causes severe diseases with a mortality rate of 20% or higher, and minor, which causes less severe disease with mortality rate less than 1%. It infects internal organs, produces fever, malaise, delirium, and prostration before moving through the bloodstream to the skin, where it produces pox. And it leaves really bad scars, especially on the face. These are all pox. Smallpox is the first human disease to be eradicated globally in nature. Factors enabling the eradication include an inexpensive, stable, and effective vaccine. There are no animal reservoirs. Obvious symptoms allow for quick and accurate diagnosis and quarantine. There are no asymptomatic cases, and it is only spread in close contact. Stocks of the virus are maintained in laboratories in the United States and Russia as research tools for investigations concerning virulence, pathogenicity, protection against bioterrorism, vaccination, and recombinant DNA technology. Another poxvirus called mollusky poxvirus causes molluscum contagiosum, a skin disease that causes smooth, waxy papules caused by scratching that typically appear on the face, trunk, and external genitalia. Occurs worldwide and typically spread among children, sexually active individuals, and AIDS patients. Treatment involves removing the infected nodules by chemicals or freezing. The people with normal immune systems heal within months without treatment. And sexual abstinence is the only prevention for the genital form of the disease. Condoms do not protect against the virus. It can be spread from and to areas not covered by the condom. These are the lesions of molluscum contagiosum. They cause pearly white, light pink, tumor-like lesions. Poxvirus infections also occur in animals. Infections of humans with these animal viruses are usually mild, resulting in pox and scars, but little other damage. Transmission to humans requires close contact with the infected animal, similar to the contact Edward Jenner observed for milkmaids and cowpox. This is how he discovered cowpox could immunize individuals against smallpox. There has been an increase in monkeypox cases in humans in the past decade. That may be a result of human encroachment into monkey habitats. And in 2003, there was an outbreak of monkeypox that was imported to Texas from Ghana from a shipment of infected animals that was shipped out to Illinois and affected a bunch of other states. Herpes viridae have enveloped polyhedral capsids containing linear double-stranded DNA. Viral envelope acquired from the host cell's nuclear membrane. Viral envelope fuses with the cell membrane to facilitate entry to cell. Many types of herpes virus infect humans, and their high infection rate makes them the most prevalent of DNA viruses. Herpes is a latent virus, meaning that they may remain active inside infected cells, often for years. They may reactivate because of aging, chemotherapy, immunosuppression, or physical and emotional stress. Herpes virus causes a variety of other diseases, including chickenpox, shingles, mononucleosis, and some cancers. Species names combine HHV and a number indicating the order of discovery. HHV1 and HHV2 result in slow spreading skin lesions. Infections typically occur when viruses invade the mucous membranes of either the lips or genitalia, or through broken skin of the fingers. Viruses may remain latent for years in the trigeminal, brachial, and sacral ganglia before traveling down nerve cells to cause recurrent symptoms in the lips, genitalia, fingers, or eyes. These are the different types of HHV1 and 2. Oral, genital, ocular, Whitlow, which is in the fingertips, and neonatal herpes. Oral herpes lesions, which 90% of the time is caused by HHV1, the lesions on the mouth. Genital herpes lesions are caused by either HHV1 or 2, but below the waist lesions are usually caused by HHV2. Ocular herpes from eye, they're a result from the reactivation of a latent virus in the trigeminal ganglion. And Whitlow, which results from the break in the finger and the skin. This is the actual finger of a nurse in the healthcare system. That's why it's very important that you wear gloves in the healthcare setting so you don't spread diseases. Types of HHV1 and 2 infections include neonatal herpes, which is contracted during birth from the mother. It can be severe and have high mortality rate. A fetus can be infected in utero if the virus crosses the placental barrier. Pregnant women infected with herpes should deliver the baby by C-section if lesions are present on the genitalia. Other herpes simplex infections include herpes gladiatorium, which is contracted by athletes during wrestling if in contact with herpes lesions. HHV1 and 2 may also cause encephalitis, meningitis, and pneumonia in immunosuppressed individuals. And this is the table that compares the epidemiology and pathology of HH1 and 2 infections. HH1, usual diseases are 90% of cold sores, fevers, blisters, and Whitlow, which is in the fingertips. You have to be in close contact to get HHV1. The site and latency is trigeminal and brachial ganglia. The location of lesions is the face, mouth, and rarely the trunk. Other complications are 15% of genital herpes cases, pharyngitis, gingiovostomatitis, ocular, ophthalmic herpes, and herpes gladiatorium, 30% of neonatal herpes cases. And HHV2, which is below the waist. Usual diseases are 85% genital herpes cases. You get it from sexual intercourse. The site of latency is the sacral ganglia. The location of lesions is the external genitalia and less commonly the thighs, buttocks, and anus. And other complications are 10% of oral herpes cases, 70% of neonatal herpes cases.